Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Kenyans have been sharing statistics on social media compiled by Elijah on how the Kenyan shilling has been performing from different regime. We had the Kenyatta, Moi, Kibaki, Kenyatta 2, then we have William Samoei Ruto. If you check all the way from 1982, whereby the US dollar against the shilling, it was 10. 10 shillings was equivalent to $1. In 2002, one US dollar was equivalent to 79 Kenyan shillings. In 2012, one USD, it was equivalent to 85 Kenyan shillings. In 2022, one USD, 118 Kenyan shillings. Then in 2024, one USD, 160 Kenyan shillings. That is it, and you can understand who was in power, what time, and how it has really performed. And then this information was also shared by Pauline Njoroge via Elijah K. Samuel Kirichu. Below is a snapshot of how the Kenyan shilling has performed against the dollar under different regime. During Jomo's 15 years regime, the Kenyan shilling remained stable against the US dollar. The Kenyan shilling depreciated significantly between 1979 and 2002, when it was recorded at an annual average depreciation. Let me repeat, sorry for that. The Kenyan shilling depreciated significantly between 1979 and 2002, when it was recording an annual average depreciation of 38%, but mainly from 1982. Between 1979 and 1982, the Kenyan shilling remained strong and stable against the US dollar, but a free fall started thereafter. The Kibaki regime managed to stabilize the currency, and between 2004 and 2007, Kenyan shilling gained significantly from 79 shillings against US dollar to 69 Kenyan shillings against the US dollar. Unajua shida ilikujia wapi? When we had the election violence. Okay, now that's what brought some different in under the the Kibaki administration. However, the Kenyan shilling started a fall in 2008 with a minor fluctuation until it hit 84.5 Kenyan shillings against the US dollar when Kibaki left. Now you can understand from there. Now, overall, the Kenyan shillings lost by an average of 1% during Kibaki's tenure, nearly the same during the Jomo tenure. I want you to try a case study between when Kenyatta was in office, Kenyatta 1, Kibaki, then Uhuru. And you do a comparison when Moi was in office and now Ruto in office. Just try to do that. Now, enter Uhuru when the Kenyan shilling lost by an average of 4% during his 10-year tenure. Finally, in the past 18 months of Ruto's regime, the Kenyan shilling has lost on average 18% of its value against the US dollar. Hakuna mengine mwenye meenda juu ya hiyo. 18%. Overall, Kenyan shilling has lost by 33% in the past 18 months. That is September 2022 to February 2024. 33% different. It has really never happened at that level. Now you can see. Now, there are certain common things that we can study in that, and you can really use this to do your analysis to understand where will Kenya be in the next 5 years if Ruto is going to govern for the 5 years, and indeed that's our constitution, unless revolution ifanyike. And what if he serve for 10 years, which will be a miracle, if indeed there are miracles. what will happen to this shilling? Tutakuwa wapi? Tutakuwa juu ya Uganda na Tanzania ama mambo yatabadilika? As we continue with this discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, hata kama tutasema ukweli, you can see here both Ruto and Moi have one thing in common: the great dislike for alcohol. Hawakunywi pombe, lakini ona vile the economy has been run when they are in power. Common things they have. They also knows how to reward loyalists with public money. Moi alikuwa anafanya hivyo, anamwambia chukua pesa pale. Ruto pia is doing the same thing. And you see, these two have been the worst performed, and they have done so with the Bible at hand. They are giving a bad name to the church. Ruto came in the name of, I am a Christian and I will serve the interest of the church. A religious person. Moi had a big Bible in the hand. But with the case study, you see that the economy performed bad when Moi was in power, and now William Ruto is in power. In fact, they are giving a bad name to a good community of the Kalenjin, so that now Kenyans can start concluding things like Kalenjins are not good managers. They are giving a bad name to a community, that when Kalenjins are in power, they are not good economists. That's the kind of perception they are now trying to put in minds of Kenyans, to start now internalizing that kukiwa na Kibaki, tukiwa na Kenyatta 1, Kenyatta 2, they have tried to really help the shilling to strengthen. Lakini tukiwa na Moi, ukuje Ruto, mambo yanaharibika. Labda tunahitaji another president wa tatu from a different community, then we can do that. Ama wanne pia in a different community, then we can close that case study. But indeed, they have given a bad name to the church, to the community, and to Kenyans. Because now you check, really, during Kibaki's tenure, Kenyatta's tenure in office, in 15 years, marginally, the Kenyan shilling marginally dropped from 7.1 to 7.7 against the US dollar. That was just 1%. Okay? Now Moi, from 1979 to 2002, Kenyan shilling dropped from 7.1 to 78.8 against the US dollar, 38%. Kibaki, during his 10 years reign, Kenyan shilling dropped from 78.8 to 84.5 against the US dollar. 1% difference there. You can see. So Kibaki really tried. Now, Uhuru Kenyatta, between 2013 to 2022, Kenyan shilling dropped from 84.5 to 117.9 against the US dollar. That is 4%. Hiyo ndio tofauti Uhuru alikuwa nayo. Sasa Mheshimiwa William Ruto, since assuming office in 2002, Kenyan shilling has dropped from 117.9 to 160.5 against the US dollar, 18%. Imagine if Ruto continued being the president for the next 5 years. 1.5 years, we have seen the worst miracle. And he has to run. So it tells you that Ruto has been the worst president in terms of growing our economy and stabilizing the shilling against the dollar. You give him 5 years, the Ugandan shilling will be more stronger than the Kenyan shilling. Tanzania shilling will have more value compared to Kenyan shilling. And we will be the worst ever. Hajaenda sana, mwaka moja na nusu, lakini tumeona miujiza ya ajabu. So it's taking us back to Moi, and it will be the worst even if you are comparing with Moi. We thought Moi was the worst economist in terms of, again, governance, in terms of democracy strengthening. But Ruto has proved to us that Moi was better. He is the worst. You check on his policies overtaxing Kenyans, then the gangster to gangster agreement on oil importation, which was scandalous, edible oil, among other scandals and corruption and this administration. It tells you that the shilling is really going to lose value completely. Mimi mambo ya economy sijui vizuri, but using the analysis that was compiled by Elijah, we can see Ruto is the worst. And in the next 5 years, the shilling will have no value. We have one of the worst economists because he is governing this country while he is globe-trotting, and if he's not globe-trotting, he is on rooftop of his vehicle, hovering around the country, campaigning, governing on rooftop of the vehicle. That's why the economy is underperforming, the shilling is losing value. He never sat down in the office to listen to advisors, to listen to economists. He only listened to those who are telling him what he wants to hear, not those who are giving him the right advice and the best warning you can give to a president. No wonder David told us that if you are listening to William Ruto and believing in him, then you are stupid. That, in other words, we can conclude and say that David indeed is telling us that William Ruto does not listen to advice. He has advised him, but he don't take the advice. David indeed, please resign. If you are advising someone and you take a salary for that, and the person is not listening to your advice, why are you taking our salary from our taxes? If you are a good person, resign and go home. Then let Ruto make mistake akiwa ni yeye peke yake, wewe hauhusiki. As long as you are still taking salary, it means you are a part of this